welcome back to Tavern Takeover here. We are live in Frisco, Texas at the PvP Live headquarters. And I'm, of course, here with Bree and Nathan.
Yeah, we've had some really, really awesome games today so far. We have Xixo versus JustSaiyan today. So what do you think about the matchup?
JustSaiyan, he's one of the upper bracket qualifiers. Anytime you have to go through that many rounds, it says a lot about kind of the deck building you have going in. I expect this to be a really good matchup, but sort of the story of the people who have to qualify for these events, they have to go through these titans like this. And Xixo, this is a guy who was #1 on NA ladder. He's top 10 on Gosu Gamers, consistently putting up top 4 finishes at basically every tournament that he plays. He's yet to close one out, but he sizes things up and then plays accordingly to them. And I think that's absolutely his #1 strength, is the fact that he continues to play so consistently like that. Again, it's just no surprise that a player who plays that way is putting up good numbers. That's one of the ways you win the game, is just by making mathematically good plays.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's always playing to the percentages and everything. You're talking about good deck building, and to me, good deck building really has always been like the biggest key to these tournaments. Of course, you have to have good play to back it up, but when you can come be the first player to come out with these good decks, these innovative decks, it really can snag you a tournament right off the bat. We saw that happen for Strifeco in the last tournament, and we're going to be getting into this first game.
All right, let's get into it. Xixo versus JustSaiyan.
It's going to be Pally versus Pally, it looks like. Both of them starting with muster for battle, so should be pretty interesting.
The Consecration also going to tell a pretty big story here. It's a card that, in my experience, I've always used really early against muster for battle, but then end up regretting it later in the game where I don't have access to the Consecration that I needed. Mm-hmm. So the fact that both of them have this, it's going to be like a really big fight for the board early on. So a lot of it also is going to do with how the 2-drops end up developing and how they can take advantage of that fact.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you can see that JustSaiyan's taken some time here, thinking through his mulligans quite a lot. Just not sure if he wants to hold on the Consecrate, maybe not sure if he wants to hold on the Piloted Shredder. Just kind of like how greedy he wants to be. So he's going to drop everything except for muster for battle. Both players are. We are going to see Argent Squire here for JustSaiyan, and we're going to see Haunted Creeper on the other side. So these are two kind of somewhat telling cards. Also, we're seeing that Harrison Jones is being played in Xixo's deck. Also, you need a GQ bot. That's interesting. That's not something I really see in Pally decks very often.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious why he's chosen to play Haunted Creeper over Argent Squire. It's maybe the fact that he doesn't have Blood Knight in his deck.
And just fighting for the board a little bit more earlier, that kind of thing. So
I think Haunted Creeper is matching up a little bit better versus Argent Squire.
Yeah, it is for sure in this circumstance. And the combination with Blood Knight obviously is kind of why you're playing that card. It's not so much for its individual power in the early game.
Looks like he's choosing to attack this Haunted Creeper.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of like a... I feel like that really tells your opponent that you have muster for battle. But I don't know if they can really do anything about that. Like, what can they do with that information? Is that valuable to them at all? Frankly, I don't really think it is.
Yeah. An easy clear, though, with the muster for battle. And I mean, I think it's going to be muster for muster. But, I mean, now with like already 5 minions on the board, it's kind of a crappy situation for JustSaiyan already, just off the Haunted Creeper versus the Argent Squire. Because I mean, it's like, yeah, sure, he's using his own muster, but he's already kind of at a board disadvantage here.
A pretty significant one at that.
Yeah.
Greenskin finds its way into the hand for Xixo, and again, this is just the way he's built his decks. Like, he knows that Paladin's going to have so many weapon charges throughout the course of the game, finding ways to get value from them. He's got Harrison to counter weapons, and he's got Greenskin to enhance his own. Wow.
That's really intelligent.
Yeah.
Well, Consecrate comes out here, but I don't know. I don't know if he really wants to do it. I mean, if he does hit that, it's probably going to be the play. But like you talked about, it's not really the most value Consecrate, really. Yeah. It's tempting to also just kind of maybe True Silver up and take that out, or develop your own Piloted Shredder. But it's a tough decision.
Tough spot to be in for sure. The problem with any of the plays that he goes with is that he's going to start taking a lot of damage and doing it. Yeah. And that's something that certainly is concerning him at this point.
Yeah, for sure. I like the Piloted Shredder, though. I think it's the right choice. We'll see exactly what the choice is going to be here. I mean, obviously, you don't really want to use Harrison on Light's Justice, but at the same time, developing that body and getting 2 draws, not too bad.
I think it's one of the reasons it's in here, is to just get a lot of draws off of things like Muster for Battle.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty solid play here. I mean, I would not be surprised to see that whatsoever. He's definitely thinking about it, though. I mean, Lothab also fairly reasonable. Coghammer, if it did give the Div Shield to your Shredder, you can trade in that way as well. You can trade in your 1/1, give the Div Shield to your 4/3, and then trade Shredders, things like that. So there are some options. and the chances are that you could actually kill off the next one. But it's going to be the Harrison, and I like this. Going to get the double draw here.
It's too valuable.
Tyrion and Dr. Boom. God, he has a lot of legendaries in this deck.
Just going straight for the dome.
Yeah.
Wow, putting on a lot of pressure. I can't blame him for this either. I mean, look at his hand.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason not to. And I mean, this is rough, man. What are you going to do here? You True Silver to start clearing up, but still going to be taking additional damage and probably going to be forced into trading his Shredders here as well.
Yeah, it looks like he was going to go for the token here instead. Really fighting hard to try to short things up, but again, he's taking so much damage in the meantime from all this, and this follow-up is not going to stop anytime soon.
No, I mean, every turn from here on out is going to be just brutal.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the coin token there?
I think he's got to do something with his coin.
Yeah.
He needs everything he can get right now.
Well, it's going to be the Sylvanas, and I think no reason to stop going face now. So,
yeah. I mean, you found yourself in a very fortunate position where you can continue to apply a lot of pressure, and it's just really, it gets the last charge out of the way before Harrison Jones get dropped too, but so potentially get some value out of like a cog hammer with that guy. But second Mistress of Pain we've seen summoned from a Pilot Shredder.
yeah,
Did we see Pilot Shredder in the first 3 matches today?
I think so.
I think Backspace was the first person who actually saw play Pilot Shredder, right?
I'm not positive, to be honest with you. But I think it was in every series, though.
Tekro didn't play it for Mage?
I don't think so.
No, you're right, he didn't.
Oh, he's debating if he wants to clean up this Mistress of Pain or not. Don't think he really has a lot of options. Definitely really on the back foot now.
God, that feels like such an awful attack.
I know, but I mean, what else are you going to do? At the same time, like Dr. Boom is a really nice follow-up here. I mean, everything is looking pretty darn good. I think we'll probably just see Dr. Boom.
Yeah, I honestly, I think Cog Hammer's fine too.
Yeah.
Dr. Boom is probably a little bit better. Just because it's on curve. Like, using your mana really efficiently is such an important part of these kinds of turns going late game. You don't really care if Sylvanas dies. At this point, it's done its job, I think. You have a 7/7 on the board that your opponent has to deal with.
Well, he does get the owl, so that's something. I mean, what's the play here? Wait, how much damage can you actually get in? No, you don't have enough to actually kill the Dr. Boom. I mean, you could trade both in, and you can consecrate, but then Dr. Boom's left at 1 HP. So it doesn't really help you very much. If you Quartermaster, you have a 4/4, but still, I don't know, man. It's like
It's so brutal.
it is, but it's not really a lot of options here. Pretty much every play he has sucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find one that's just like I'm at all satisfied with, and none of them are very strong.
No, they're all terrible. Poor soul.
Oh gosh.
It's got to pray it doesn't it has to go face, man. I don't
You
even
really
know.
go for the boom bots before you go for Sylvanas?
No, I don't really like that.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
No, I don't like that. I think you should go for Sylvanas. He's got some decisions to make, though. He's got to go quick. Let's see what he does. Got to take out the Sylvanas at least, man. All right, so it is going to be Sylvanas and then just going to go face. Okay. But still, these boom bots could be pretty huge. And I mean, with the weapon draw, I mean, he can even just Cog Hammer here. Oh, man.
One to the face.
Yeah, it's about as good as you could hope for. Let's see where this one
One
goes.
to the antique.
Oh,
4 to the
four.
antique Killbot.
Yeah, I like Cog Hammer. Just go face. Cog Hammer up. Gives it Div Shield. You can go Lothab. There's like, yeah, I mean, it's so brutal. Especially knowing the Owl's already down. What's the chances of him having another Owl for the?
It's pretty low.
It's basically none, man. I mean, now you have a Div Shielded Dr. Boom. Oh, you can steal Blood Knight. That's not bad. I mean, do you steal your Inoitron's shield too? Given that you're this low?
I think you're taking too much damage if you do that.
So I think you have to Blood Knight then Inoitron. I mean, or you could Blood Knight Harrison, but then you don't have the taunt up and you're gonna take too much damage. So I think you have to Blood Knight. That sucks. If you had enough mana for all that, that'd be such a nice play. He said, okay, so he's just gonna Harrison and then Inoitron, I guess.
Oh, Big Game
my
Hunter.
God, wow.
My gosh, what a draw that he did. I was trying to think of a way he pulled out of this, and I just overlooked Big Game Hunter.
Yeah.
But that's
The third draw, jeez.
one of the ways he can get back into this
And I mean,
game.
now, potentially, he has the double Annoyatron. Like, if Tyrion got played, he could, like, double Annoyatron Blood Knight and get, like, a 12-12.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be pretty funny.
If this game just turned around.
If he gets a 12-12 off this, man, I don't even know. That would be... Okay, so it's going to be muster, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely wanting to utilize this quartermaster.
Yeah,
This is such
so
a big
strong.
presence.
I mean, now it's like you got to be praying for equality, pretty much.
This is such a brutal spot.
Yeah, 8 HP.
He's still got Annoyatrons though, so it's going to absorb 4 different...
Oh, there it is.
Wow,
man.
and he picks up
He
equality.
gets equality. Absolutely massive. And he's going to be able to clear it. And, man, could Xixo, sorry, I keep calling him Xixo. Xixo, I mean, he's going to be taking some damage now. And, I mean, he could get a little bit nervous here. And there's still the Blood Knight to like potentially set up this huge play with a massively buffed Blood Knight.
2 out of his last 3 draws have been Zombie Chow.
Yeah. And I think it's gonna be Tyrion, dude. So he's gonna steal the shields. He actually has the potential. Okay, no, it's not gonna be as big because he at least knocked that off. But I think you Annoyatron, Blood Knight, you get a 9/9 Blood Knight. No, okay. He doesn't want to do it with the double.
I think
he wants to
values
keep onto the shield.
more.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, 6/6 is just enough at this point, right?
Yeah, it's very true. He has him extremely low already.
Wow.
Do you think do you drop the Quartermaster just for an extra body? No, he's not going to.
No, he doesn't need to. The 1/1 is a threatening enough body. Pilot and Shredder gets picked up. I don't think that's going to be enough for Xixo.
Oh my god, dude, he turned it around. That's incredible.
Wow, there's actually no way that Xixo...
Yeah, that's game. Victory is
pulls away out of
yours.
this game.
Xixo gonna fall
Unbelievable.
to I'm saying. The community
Gosh.
qualifier, man.
I don't really know how much there is to say about that game. Just that big game.
What
draw.
a turnaround.
The big game
Oh my
hunter draw,
gosh.
and then the equality as well.
To top deck that right after that, oh my gosh, it's like you're holding on the edge of your seat there. Like, are you gonna get it? Are you gonna get it? Top decked everything he needed for that
Had that
game.
game on lock until that Harrison Jones turn.
Pretty insane, man. All it took really was those 2 cards, man. The big game hunter and the equality. Really, both those off the top, man. Pretty crazy.
It's a pretty rough spot to be in, I think, if you're 6/0.
Yeah.
All right, let's go game 2. Let's see if Xixo can bring it back against JustSaiyan.
And I mean, games like this is really, to me, where you start to test the mental fortitude of a player. You know, how tilted are you from that? Like, can you actually still play it intelligently, play a calm, collected game? It's going to be Zoo, and we'll see how this is going to work out. It's going to be the Coin Ooze. Interesting.
The Shielded Minibot really does work
Yeah.
against this deck. I can tell you what. This is a matchup I don't think he was really too happy to face, but not
Muster
one that
for
he's...
Battle is super nice as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's a really nice pickup here there, too, on the Undertaker.
Yeah.
He's going to keep his board protected with the Void Walker.
Still, he does have at least Muster for Battle, so he can actually get through that on this turn.
He's a true silver champion as well.
Yeah. I would think it's Muster for Battle. Yeah, that would surprise me if it wasn't.
Really no other play here.
When he started mousing over the Annoyatron, I was like, But, yep, definitely a solid play. You can actually start to buff up his Undertaker as well, so you can get a free trade, which is pretty nice. But still, I mean, there's the weapon to answer that, and I mean, the trades here are quite nice, but at the same time, interesting. Okay, he just wants to force him to trade in the 2/2.
Yeah, I know I tried.
Do you think you silence this to keep your 2/2 alive? I think that's I think that's a relatively reasonable play considering like how tempo based this is going to be.
Well, I think what's more important to you here, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like this.
Whether or not the Undertaker's more important, or whether or not
the creeper. Yeah. That's, I mean,
the
I like that a lot.
important.
Like silencing that and killing that and leaving the Undertaker is what I mean.
Pretty massive board lead at this point.
Yep, I think that was really nice there. And I mean, you have Implosion, but obviously you're kind of hoping to use that on higher HP targets. But at this point, it's like you don't really have a lot of good plays. Do you just drop the Implosion hoping that you roll high and just kind of get some bodies on the board?
That's what it looks like to me. I mean, I don't think that Iron Eagle is like a bad play by here by any means.
It's definitely praying for the 4, see what he gets at 2. So
it's a 2.
I'll roll low.
Now, his RNG continues to be a little bit below average in this series. That's certainly one of the ways to beat Xixo, though, is to get the right RNG, man. That guy's, He just doesn't make mistakes. That's what I pulled. I mean, last game, I agree with you. I think he played it pretty perfectly. In this game, he's been on point so far.
Thankfully for him, though, pretty dead draw there for JustSaiyan. He's not going to be able to develop his board really any further. So that is something stem the bleeding a little bit. I think it's got to be the egg here. I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I mean, he has the potential to buff it up for next turn as well. So that's going to be pretty nice for him. Can potentially dump a lot of his hand next turn, and then maybe be able to get out a Doom card with some less discards. Yeah,
pretty tough to not play Sylvanas here.
Yeah.
Gotta get some bad news that Xixo has the perfect range for this, but
yeah,
Sylvanas is certainly the play here.
No kidding. Oh, it's gotta be the silence, yeah, okay. There we go. So he's gonna be able to silence it up, power overwhelming, plus, oh my god, I mean, that is brutal. That is really brutal.
It's a pretty big turn that he's looking for, but
yeah, no kidding.
True Silver Champion in hand, he's gonna be at a pretty comfortable life total. He's only facing down a couple of 2-1s right now.
Yeah, and I think you probably just play the Blood Knight. I think it's pretty reasonable to just play the Blood Knight here, just get another body on the board.
I'm okay with tokening as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think both are pretty okay. We'll see what he does. It's gonna be the token. Okay. I mean, and that was honestly a huge turn there for Xixo. He needed a turn like that, and he was able to secure it.
Sea Giant's gonna come down this turn as well.
Yeah, and I mean, he's potentially gonna be able to get he's gonna be able to get a clean Doomguard. And honestly, this is just such an insane swing. He does have the Equality Consecrate though. And I mean, I think it's gonna be that this turn.
I mean, you gotta Equality Consecrate.
Yeah.
You can't just let an 8 power main on.
Yeah, exactly. Still, the Doomguard's going to be somewhat tricky to deal with, perhaps.
What's the worst draw in 6-0 deck? Is it Implosion?
Yeah.
Second Doomguard?
I think second Doomguard is actually the worst.
Okay. Well, I predict he's going to draw second Doomguard then. Seems to be the way his tournament's just going to roll today.
I don't know, man. He's had this last like couple hands have been pretty darn good.
All right, so he didn't pick it up, so I think the bad mojo's out of the way.
Now we'll see.
Kind of
Consecrate
too, so
he can consecrate, but then you have to hit, and he's putting himself so low. I mean, that's really scary. I don't know.
He's gonna go down to 8 from that.
I feel like this really is what he has to do, though. He's got to deal with this. So
it's just no options really.
Yeah. If he doesn't get killed off this turn, though, I mean, being able to lay on hands next turn is going to be huge for him.
It's tough to die when Soulfire's not there too.
Yeah. Well, he's hoping that there's not another Doomguard being drawn now. Doomguard would be huge. Flame Imp, not what he wants. Nope, that is not it either. He's probably just going to play it all.
Wow. Lay on Hands about to turn this game right back around.
Yeah, no kidding. Ooh. Not gonna, it's still got to be, it's got to be Lay on Hands. Don't you think? Do you think he True Silvers here?
Gosh,
it's a bit of a hard choice. I mean, if he
lives through the turn with
depends
True
how greedy
Silver,
you want to be.
Yeah, if he lives through the turn with this True Silver,
he wins.
He's so far ahead
pretty
at
much.
that point.
I mean, it's also a question of what do you want to hit. Do you hit that? I feel like if you're doing this, then you go full greed mode and you do Blood Knight into the 2/2. You kill the Flame Imp. Yeah, okay, so that's what he's gonna do. He's just gonna go full greed. We'll see if it pays off. I mean, this is gonna put him pretty low. It's gonna come down to these draws here for Xixo. He's looking for a Doomguard. We'll see if he's going to be able to get it.
He needs 1 damage and a Doomguard.
Yep. I mean, like a wolf and a Doomguard. Does he have his second implosion? Let's see what it is. Nope.
Oh!
But Knife Juggler is really good here. Let's see how the juggle's going. He's going to be able to trade in this. He's going to be able to get so many juggles potentially. I feel like you trade into the Blood Knight, and then you implosion the Shredder. Or do you implosion the Shredder first? Yeah, I guess you have to. Yeah, I think you should implosion here.
Wow, what a big board state.
All right, let's see. He wants that 3 so badly. He gets
a 2 again.
It might be okay, though. Let's see where the juggles lay. Not yet. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. He's got to hit.
Going for face here is not like the worst case scenario.
Oh, the 4-1.
What? He gets a 4-1 minion.
No.
Piloted Shredder. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that is
unreal.
Yeah, there's a 3 in 68 chance to get that card down.
Oh my gosh, what a turnaround.
Well, I guess it would have depended on what you drew next. He's still going to maybe
True.
anyway. But
That's That's pretty brutal.
That's really
Now, what
brutal.
about that turn? Obviously he won, so no doubt about his plays or anything. But not to land hands and think that maybe in 2 turns, two cards, he could have got a Doom Guard to finish him off.
Yeah, he was just betting though. I guess it's like because he wouldn't need the Doom Guard plus something else to buff the Doom Guard up for the extra damage, and knowing there's not Soulfires in there like Admiral talked about, so it's a pretty good risk to take.
Yeah, but what about that piloted Shredder? I mean, really turning the game around for him. Like, sorry, it's out, but here you go. Here's a 4 damage, 1 health minion to turn it around.
I talk with Xixo quite a bit. I think what he's thinking right now is just, of course.
Of course, my RNG here.
He really has had some pretty bad RNG in the past.
Keep playing the percentages.
Just keep playing the percentages. It stings to have it happen here, but
one of the tournament favorites, number 1 on NA. I can see right now he still is, and he definitely wasn't looking to get 3-0'd out. But they're going to be going on into it, so we can see what could be the third and final game.
All right, let's see if he can turn it around, or if this is going to be 3 wins for JustSaiyan.
What a brutal spot to be in.
And Hunter.
He's got the Q and Hunter and the Paladin. It's like one of the matchups you just definitely don't want. And
does have the Undertaker. Where there's an Undertaker, there's a way.
Started Undertaker, now we're here.
Yeah.
It's just like a 7-8 on the board.
Well, it's also nice for JustSaiyan here because he's also seeing the only deck that Xixo has left. So, if he does lose this hand, he has a decision to make with this next deck. What's going to be stronger against this?
I don't think Xixo's going to trade a single minion this game.
No.
I think the rage has been induced and
all face all the time.
He's got +6 attack at this point.
Moment of truth. Let's see. Does he trade? Admiral knows his stuff.
Whether he's on tilt or whether he's got a clear head, we'll have to see.
He has the Animal Companion. He has a weapon. He has a lot of a pretty.
He's got Coin Pilot to Shredder. Yeah. That's like a really important one to have.
Yeah.
And this trap actually really important too.
Be explosive, that would be really nice.
Snake trap or something?
Snake trap, yeah. Let's see what it is.
Can you check that trap over there?
I can actually check that trap. It is explosive, which is pretty darn good.
It's decent, but I think he would have liked to have something like Snake trap instead. I don't know if he's actually playing that, but
another buffed up Undertaker. He's going straight to the face. I mean, this is all these minions are going to potentially die here, and I mean this is a lot to have to trade in. I mean. Shredder is kind of nice to develop, but at the same time, do you feel like you have to Argus and start getting some of this stuff off the board?
It's really tough to say. I mean, what this trap is makes a big difference in how you move forward. Say this is a freezing trap here, and you choose to go
want to attack in first, but I mean, the thing is, he can attack a minion first, but then the thing is, if he's worried about Snake Trap, that's really scary to do too. So it's like kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. And we're going to see what the choice is. So he's going to buff up. We'll see where he goes with his next attacks.
Yeah. He's got the news that isn't Snake Trap, and I think that's really what he was looking for.
So he's going to trade that in.
Yeah. And since it's so likely to be Explosive Trap after that, no reason to attack.
Very intelligent.
Yeah. It's like almost never going to be misdirection.
Yeah. Well, that I don't even consider that. And Snipe. Those are I literally don't. Those don't enter my brain.
I was literally playing with Snipe like a week ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't even remember the last time I've been sniped or had misdirect outside of Arena.
So applying a lot of pressure here, though.
Yep. Very much so. And I mean, he does have still Animal Companion in hand, to do a lot of damage potentially if he rolls a Huffer or something. You have to keep in mind, Explosive Trap is 2. He has Hero Power for 2, 3 from his weapon, 4 from the Shredder. Well, now 1 from the Shredder, but still, there's a lot of damage potential here that really is starting to add up. And, he does a quality, he doesn't the quality rather, but he does, reduce his attack, and he's actually going to decide to leave it alive, which is pretty intelligent to not finish it off with a weapon if he's going to do that.
Xixo drawing a second freezing trap, by the way.
Let's see what he rolls.
Just to make sure that his draws are on point.
4-4.
Yeah, definitely having a steady shot here. And this piloted Shredder, though, I think this could really reasonably attack into the shield, but at the same time...
I actually would have liked that.
Well, what he's considering at this point is just how he actually kills his opponent. So if this adds up to 4...
Oh, man.
If this adds up to 3 or 4 more damage at the end of the game, I think that could be enough to really sway things.
The Blood Knight could be kind of... Oh, no, he's not going to decide to use it, so... it doesn't even matter.
I think Anti-Killbot's going to get dropped this turn.
Yeah. I mean, he's still pretty high. Do you think there's any chance of him just developing the Shredder?
He gets a Novice Engineer.
Yeah, brutal.
Off of his piloted Shredder. One of the worst minions he could possibly get.
He's just going to drop the Shredder. I don't think he's scared right now after clearing up the last minion.
Chooses to not token here to unleash the Hounds on his mind.
We may have to see what tracking brings.
Yeah, I think Loot Hoarders Loot Hoarders and the Hero Power. He needs a Weave and a Hero Power as often as he possibly can at this point.
Do you not start dropping these freezing traps?
I think that the Loot Hoarders are just more important to develop at this point.
Okay.
And he doesn't want to give too much away.
He just wants to start using this weapon, obviously, and I mean, he knows it's explosive. He's not going to trigger it, so it's like he's just going to continue trading these minions, and he's not really going to be able to use his weapon.
Yeah, I think he's just looking to pick up something like Kill Command, and like just the weapon being there is fine.
Oh, there it goes.
Wow, he actually attacks the explosive trap too.
Surprised he actually,
yeah, I'm pretty surprised by that.
That's putting himself really quite low. I mean, the anti-kill bot is there, so I guess that's his reasoning. He just wants to get rid of it now.
He wants to start applying pressure.
Yeah.
Just a little bit surprised that now was the time he chose to do it. Savannah Jaime not too pretty at the moment. Two kill commands in the same tracking for Xixo.
Well, times are tough. We're in a recession here. If you're from the country of Xixo, so he's actually gonna decide to drop the high main. How much damage does he have here? Shredder plus he can True Silver as well. I mean that's, oh my god, man, that's 12 damage they can do. Plus he's facing lethal.
Yeah, now's the turn where he really just decided he had to apply pressure.
Yep.
And Xixo looking at 11 points of damage right now, and his opponent's at 18. You have something like Unleash the Hounds in his deck. Second high main's certainly not what he wanted.
No.
Gosh, and even if you drop a freezing trap, you do risk giving your opponent back a
more health.
What do you feel like about? Do you think it was a mistake to not drop one of these freezing traps earlier to try to slow things down a bit?
I don't think so. I think it was a matter of just the fact that he didn't have a way to allocate all his mana to the cards in his hand.
Yeah, it is hard to fit them in. But I mean, how does he get out of this? I mean, he's sitting at 11 HP. He's facing down right now, 16 damage. He has to start clearing, but he's gonna have to use Weapon Charge to kill off the Noyotron. He's going to kill command the heal bot, it looks like, and probably play a freezing trap. So that's pretty smart. He doesn't want to be able to double play that.
It's just rough.
He's going to go face. What?
Yeah, he needs the damage from this timing. He has to get more damage off of it. And so here
that is, if he draws 2 damage, the game's over then. We'll see.
He's got 13 damage. Well, this is 13 damage right here, actually. So if he draws a kill command. But he can't draw a kill command.
Yeah. I mean, JustSaiyan needed 2 damage to kill him.
Oh, okay.
Because with the freezing trap, and then, you know what I'm saying, like he attacks in, gets freezing trap, hits with the weapon, everything. So, yeah, this could definitely, he remember he lost his second kill command.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have that.
Like Unleash the Hounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, going for the high man there could have definitely backfired.
Yeah.
Had he chosen to do that, so gonna get freezing trap. Not really a big consequence, but he's gonna heal up with his True Silver Champion and just kind of hope that things work out.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you do? It's gotta be the only choice here.
Even if you drew Unleash the Hounds, it would only be 13 points of damage. And since Kill Command's not there, like maybe it could be Leroy.
He doesn't know that Kill Command isn't there, obviously.
Yeah, he doesn't know that, so he's got to play the way that he needs to play. But
let's see.
He shouldn't be making a token here.
Wow.
I must move quickly.
Not going to do it. Piloted Shredder. Wow. And just
a clean sweep, man. 3-0 for JustSaiyan over Xixo. So our community invite there crushing through this first series, and he has got to be feeling so good after that.
Yeah, I mean, there's really what other feeling do you have to describe that? You know, just kind of unfortunate for Xixo that really some of the random stuff just didn't go his way, but that's just Hearthstone. At the end of the day, you're going to have those tournaments.
Definitely. It's amazing, though. Paladin decks are ruling the day today with 3-0 wins. Definitely, both of them had
2 in
Paladin.
a row, man. 2 in a row.
Paladin's crushing. Buster for battles.
Didn't realize it so much.
If you have like an Argent into a Neutron into a Blood Knight, the game can just end. So, I mean, there's it's not really that much risk, and the reward is potentially huge.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It just makes a lot of sense. It's just such a good card right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, definitely a strong game. I mean, JustSaiyan. I mean, now I'm interested to see how JustSaiyan is going to go, especially with, say, backspace. I mean, Paladin against Paladin. Who's going to win here?
Well, I think part of the big tail of that is who's going to get their Blood Knights. It's going to kind of be a race to see who gets theirs off first. But that match could be a little bit crazy. You know, again, we've only seen Paladin for both of them, so we don't know what the other two decks are.
All right, we will be right back just after a few words from our sponsors.